if you are not someone who can do things when they're embarrassed, entrepreneurship's not for you. Simple. Like, sorry to say it, it's the harsh truth. But if you're too scared of embarrassment, of what other people think, this is not the game for you. All right, there's so many times throughout business where you have to do it. At the moment, my company is doing the Hard Way project. It's a 9-day challenge to raise money for children in need for Great Ormond Street Hospital. And today we did a live Zumba class, 10 hours of Zumba across the team, basically to look stupid in front of all of our clients and students to help raise money to do the thing. Now, is it to do this to raise money? Like, no, that's not what I'm talking about. But there are so many things in business that feel super uncomfortable. If you are embarrassed, you won't be able to market, create content, jump on a sales call, ask someone to pay you, fire someone. There's so many things that you have to do that feel super uncomfortable, but you have to do it anyway. So I'm not saying, like, if you experience embarrassment, this isn't the game for you. What I'm saying is that despite feeling embarrassed, you still have to take action. It's like being courageous or brave. I'm not saying you can't not feel fear, but I'm saying you have to take the leap regardless of the fear, if you want to play the game. So another reason that you might want to go about doing this is, I believe that it gives other permission to try and look silly and feel better about themselves. So I will always be the first person, if not one of the first people, to put my hand up, to do the uncomfortable thing, to look stupid, to let everyone else realise that it's not going to kill you. It's not going to be the end of the world. And it gives them permission to have a try. So a prime example of this, at my partner's sister's wedding, all of the, we were told all of the family was going to be able to have to give a speech each. And her brother was freaking out, basically. So the parents did it, and then the siblings, and it came round to him. He's the youngest, and he basically had a bit of a meltdown, bit of a panic attack, and was like, no, please, no, not me, but I've been freaking out about this all day. So how do you prevent that? First of all, if you have to do something like that, come prepared, right? If you have a prepared thing, which he didn't, then all you've got to do is read it. Like, some people turned up with a piece of paper and were like, and they just did it, right? It wasn't a great performance, but they did it. Anyway, freaked out, didn't do it. Later on in the wedding, it turned out everybody at the wedding had to give a speech. And so on the second round, after about 15 other people had gone, he now realised that he'd missed out. And he felt like he basically got FOMO, fear of missing out. And then he was willing to give it a go and do that, but only once it was like the popular thing to do, but not before then. And so practice this skill. If you want to be an entrepreneur, this is a skill you need to practice. So whenever anything does make you feel embarrassed or uncomfortable, the idea of it makes you like, ooh, what happens when people see me? Like, that's fine. That's totally fine. Good. Sit in it. Run through what's the worst thing that will happen to you. Once you realise it's not dying, give it a shot. Go for it. Use it as a learning opportunity to push yourself, to feel uncomfortable. Apply for the job that you shouldn't get. Apply to the school that you don't have the grades to get into. And like, if you ever get invited, like if you apply to enough of these, you will get invited to do things. So then just go. You know, ask the girl out on a date. Go and watch the movie by yourself. Just do these things to push yourself. If the goal is entrepreneurship, I think this is a paramount skill you need to have. And remember, it's not the absence of embarrassment or judgment. It's doing stuff despite it. That's the key. And I can tell it comes in ebbs and flows. I've had this feeling so many times, but it's also one of the reasons why I will always try and go first, right? To make it feel that others have permission to give it a shot, so they don't feel so left out. So it's a nice thing, I think, to do, but also a really important skill. Yeah, there we go. Swing for the fences, do the thing, see what happens. You won't die. And if you do, you wouldn't care anyway, because you'd be dead. Alright guys, that's it. Have a great one. Peace.